Introduction to the Patterns of Perfection. This is how you can get perfection, source protection, and all that comes from that which is God's source and the patterns of perfection. Perfection is not linear. It does not have a beginning or end. All potentials exist. Do you understand the patterns of perfection? To understand, one must believe in perfection itself. And let's just say we can use source as a metaphor or an analogy for perfection. So when it comes to divine mathematics or perfect math, when it comes down to communication and defining source, or communicating a function of source, or communicating in correlation to source, there would be certain absolute principles or ratios or dynamics that would apply. More specifically, when anything in this example is connected to source through these divine functions, there is a perfection, and I want to begin with the concept of divine mathematics as a function or a functional tool. In creating, I would say a source, one or a person would operate in perfection. So mathematics, even down to the definition of what numbers are, would all have whole functions and whole functionality, and reflect and resemble source and all of the principles of source as it pertains. I found that vortex mathematics is a perfect, or as close to perfect, functional tool for calculating any and all things, and for them also to be calculated in perfection. And the Rodin coil represents really almost everything I would say, as everything is a toroid in the Rodin coil is the geometric flow, or the geometric flow pattern that equates to equations and ratios that are sometimes considered over unity. This geometry is perfected throughout all of itself. There's no holes, loopholes, or redundancies. It is perfect mathematics without variables, can be scaled, and literally fits all mathematics within this modality. It is through these divine mathematics that our ancient ancestors, who built the pyramids, who also built some of the other advanced structures that we cannot quite figure out how to build today, were able to build such things. And those structures or things have the type of integrity that would reflect something with the title divine mathematics, or divine structures, or to also incorporate the word divine as a prefix. All creation, creations, energy, reflections of source and expressions of source are created or produced through the framework and functionality that I am labeling and calling divine mathematics. Divine mathematics can be defined simply by explanations of what it produces. Explanations of what one can achieve and acquire and ascertain or attain through the functionality of divine mathematics. Divine mathematics is defined by its functionality, its structure, how it operates, how it can be used, and what principles and rules define it. We have divine mathematics, and it is because of divine mathematics that our ancestors were able to create things like the pyramids, like many other ancient advanced structures and architecture, like any advanced technology that was used in the past. We are so astonished by it because our system and our base system is not founded in truth or divine mathematics or divinity. Our system is fragmented, and I'm pretty sure those that made it that way wanted it to be like that, so that we wouldn't have the answer to everything that is. So that control could be initiated or manipulated, or implicated when one does not have the equation to abundance in certain terms, or to eternal output, or to eternity. The purpose of this video is to let you know that these divine mathematics exist, but because the subject is not so simple as it just being a set of functions or forms of arithmetic, one would need to go into a more defined explanation, beginning at the beginning and explaining everything, which I will be doing in my next video. To be continued.